All right, congratulations on a win. We'll start with Coach. Maybe not the prettiest win you've had in your tenure here, but grinded it out, worked through those turnovers on the full court press. What do you want to see your team work on here in the final couple of regular season games, and what were your overall thoughts on it?
First of all, against Chowan, it's not going to be pretty. I mean, they're just a tough team to play against. They're very physical, very aggressive, do a great job on the offensive glass. We felt like going into the game, could we turn them over? And they had a bunch the first half. I think they had 24 for the game, but they had 16 in the first half. Could we keep them off the offensive glass, which we didn't early. I thought we did a little bit better job in the second half doing that. The one thing we need to work on is just poise against pressure, getting at the handlers, spacing the floor, knowing where our outlets are. And then once we hit those outlets, trying to go to the rim and score. I mean, if every time we're just setting up, we're not making them pay for pressuring us. So I think those are the things. But it would be a tough game. All three of these games will be very tough games, and we'll have a tough one down in Emmanuel on Saturday.
Yeah, I found a lot of success on the free throw line today. How were you guys so successful in getting to the free throw line and making those free throws?
Well, again, they're a physical team, and in kind of second half, for both teams, it turned into a foul fest. And I think we had a couple over the back, and then we've going after a loose ball. We had a couple, 92 feet from the basket or whatever. But they drove it some. They get it to post, but we felt like if we could go downhill and attack, they'd foul us, and I thought that's what happened.
Yeah, Courtney took a fall there later in the game. You feeling all right?
Yes.
Yeah, you were one of those key contributors on the free throw line tonight to stay perfect on the free throw line. So. What does it do for the team when you're able to draw those fouls and make those shots?
I think it keeps the momentum going. All practice we work on free throws, and we know that free throws can end up winning this game. So.
Lillian, out to a hot start in the first quarter tonight, had a couple of baskets out of the gate. So what does that do for your confidence when you see those go down early?
It boosts me up. Like, if I hit my first shot, I'm on the rest of the game, and nothing could take me down.
Yeah. And then Zaria, another good performance from you today in all aspects, getting the rebounds and everything else. So how have you seen the team grow from the start of the season as we head to the end of the regular season?
Just buying into what we're doing, defensively, and just knocking down shots offensively.
All right, Chris?
Yeah, and it's one thing to get to the line a lot, but you guys made a lot of free throws. You were 80% plus in the first three quarters, each of the first three quarters. So, obviously that was a huge key for you guys building a lead in this game.
Yeah, we were, and last year we were. I think we led probably our league in free throw shooting percentage last year at 76%. And one of the reasons is Courtney and Zaria got fouled a lot, and they both shot, 85, 86%. But we got these two that can make free throws. Lil makes her free throws. I think Kalea's missed 2 or 3 all year. So, Kelsey can make free throws. And so I think we're a good free throw shooting team. And the way you're doing that is your good free throw shooters get fouled. If your bad free throw shooters are getting fouled, you're going to be a bad free throw shooting team. If your good ones are getting fouled. So I think we're probably about 72% this year, which is not quite as good last year, but still a pretty good free throw shooting team.
And for Courtney and Zaria, it's one thing early in the game, we're shooting free throws well tonight, but in the fourth quarter as the game's close and they keep meaning more and more, how much more does the pressure kind of go up on those?
I honestly don't feel pressure on the free throw line. Ever since I played, I've never felt the pressure. So.
Just like a regular free throw and just knock it down from the team.
I think if you're a good player that is in that position a lot, you're thinking, oh, man, this is a chance to pad my stats. I'm going to get 2 more points right here. And I think that's the mentality they need to go to the free throw line, not, what if I miss it? Just go with that mentality that, hey, they just gave me 2 more points. And that was what's frustrating. And, fortunately, I think, when Courtney went for that loose ball, Donald said, well, 14's only shooting something percent. I think she at least missed 1 of the 2. So, but usually when you foul one of these kids, they're going to knock them down. So. It's always a good feeling as a coach.
And then 2 games left, obviously right there in the thick of the conference race still. So you mentioned Emmanuel will be a tough game. So how much you kind of looking ahead now that walking off the floor? How much you kind of looking ahead of those last?
Well,
games?
I started Emmanuel last night. I started doing a scout on them last night, and Chowan's hard to play against in one way. Emmanuel's hard to play against in another way because just their offense. I mean, they just pass and cut and move, and then all of a sudden they'll hit you with a ball screen. And if you know what teams are doing and where the ball screen's coming, it's a lot easier to be prepared for it. But if it just pops on you in the middle of a possession, it's harder to guard. So we've got to do a great job of communication and helping on those ball screens and hedging those ball screens. And they're a hard team to play against. But like I told them, I said, this is the game to get to the game. And so, I mean, this is a huge game for us. I told them, every game's a championship game. Tonight was a championship game. Saturday will be a championship game, and then hopefully Wednesday will be a championship game. So that's, we're just taking them one at a time, and that's kind of what we're looking at doing.
Yeah, and for anybody, how different to be playing such meaningful games here in mid to late February now.
What I said about a week ago in practice, or 3 or 4 days ago in practice, I said it's pretty cool to be a team where your games mean something, because there's been years where we're late in the season, it's not significant. It doesn't mean a lot. You're still trying to win, but I'm saying you're not striving to win a conference championship or one of the top seeds in the tournament. And so it's pretty neat. I think it's a tribute to what they've done after starting 0-5 to get ourselves in this position where every game means something.
Anybody else want to answer that?
He hit it right on.
Good deal.
Deshaun?
I got a question for you, Coach.
Why do I yell so much?
Today, you guys only attempted 7 threes out of your 46 shots attempts. Was that a game plan today to focus on inside the paint?
No, I just think that's Chowan's all over you and pressing you and switching stuff, and they don't give you a lot of good looks from the three. And I told Kelsey after the game, I said, that was a huge three she made. I'm like, cut to the rim. We had a 2-on-1, and also, and she goes to the corner and knocks down that three. That gave us some separation right there. But no, I just think that's if you look at, they don't give up a ton of threes. I just think that's kind of their MO. They're going to be out on you and pressuring you, and so it wasn't, it wasn't a strategy thing by any means. It's just, we took what the defense gave us.
And a question for, I guess, anyone you guys can answer. So many free throws tonight. Is that kind of what you guys look to do, create contact in the paint? Or did it just happen today?
Yeah, we look to attack and get to the basket. We all know we're good free throw shooters, so just being aggressive.
Trust me, Coach Bohannon kills them with the pad in practice. We try to play through contact and get some and ones, and so they're used to getting bumped and banged around there in the basket. We just need to continue to be aggressive. I was frustrated the first half. I didn't think we did a very good job with our post game and getting it inside and then taking aggressively to the rim. I thought we were a little bit better in the second half.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you all.
All good.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.